Hello, YouTube, and welcome to Barber Motorsports Park in Alabama for site of race number 19 of the 2008 NRSL Cook Vanilla Cup Series season. Alongside me for this one are Austin LaPlante and Stephen Paul III.
Hello, guys.
Getting haircuts.
Oh,
As on the front row for this one will be William Flickinger, and locking himself into the field with a pole sitting time of 1 minute 27.062 in this duel is Dylan Young. Row 2, we'll see Sky Commons, Matt Duncan, Henry Sanford, Jeffrey White in row 3. It's Mary Shelley, Stephen Paul III, row 4, and Austin Plant, Tim Randolph in row 5. I'll show you the rest of the starting grid as Austin and Stephen give their thoughts and predictions for this one.
Austin.
Okay, well, Barber, road course, elevation changes, lots of turns. Not sure much what I was going to say because I want Steven to talk for a long time, Steven.
I think I can definitely do that. As coming into this race, as I get to the final, the last row was Amy Shelley here. Dylan Young, he won the only truck race ever here. He didn't even make a lap in the Hooters Series. He blew up on the start. So Dylan finished this race 15th last year, so he might doing pretty well. Paul is messed up. It's not road course. William Flickinger up here. He's not used to the front,
Well,
so
there
we'll
is
see how he
one
does.
that's in this one, but we'll go trackside for the command first.
Drivers, start your engines.
Continue.
And Austin the Plant who's running 10th, is trying to make his first start in 8 races, so it's definitely going to be interesting. The first time we've seen COT cars at this track, the big cars, and we'll see how that goes. It's definitely going to be interesting with this short race.
As the mention was of the Pollard not having, because he was thinking of talking about himself, but Robert Pollard actually is a road course ace in his own mind, so.
Wow, damn. At least the 75 could make a race this year.
I mean, you got me there. Actually, truth be told, it was Robert who made the one race for the 05, so.
That's true. So I guess Robert is more of an 8. Well, Charles, we found out, set the record for 13 straight. Actually, still going 13 straight DNQs, so.
Is it 13 or are we up to 14, I thought, because I DNQ'd with the 75.
Yeah, no, it's 13.
As the pace car will pull off momentarily, should mention this as we start. 87-66 will race due to the winner's row. Obviously, 24 will be on the front row, or at least given credit for the front row. 08, 22, 7, 49, 99, and 88 are locked in on points regardless of what happens in the duels. As field off the final turn, and we are green.
There we go. A lot of people, hey, Mark George, everybody's pissed on Mark because he's got 3 ways to get in the field. He's already taken a spot.
Huh?
Oh boy. Oh god, everybody get loose. Well, Mark could not get into PC or points, and then he's just hogging things.
Well,
yeah.
I mean,
That's a lie.
to be fair, he's already locked in on one of them, though. He's locked in on winner's
line.
rows. Dylan Young goes wide.
Oh my god, where you going, Dylan? There's wrecking back there.
Problems for Alexander Rowe on the start.
Yeah, that's not going to help roll land for Alex. Somebody was dying back there. I don't know who spun.
It might have been the 15 that you saw.
This is looking like the season 1 truck race where everybody died in turn 1. My god,
Well, not
crazy.
everyone. We only had one car die.
That's true, but oh my, they're getting loose. We didn't see this last year in the original Cup cars.
As
Oh,
also,
god.
we didn't see them being able to use multiple different racing lines last year either.
What are we at, Atlanta or something? We don't see this at a road course.
As currently the battle looks to be for 4th between the two Roush teammates there, Matt Duncan, Jeffrey White.
Man, everybody just getting single file really quick. I guess we're having a train going here or something.
Well, we'll see what happens. Obviously,
16 got loose.
you're going to have to worry about tire wear at least a little bit. Plus, these drivers that are up here at the front, I would imagine they're not going to be wanting to battle.
William Flickinger takes the lead here.
Well, he did that off, like, turn 3.
Yeah.
Either way,
this is
William
gonna be a tough
Flickinger
one.
does lead lap 1, though, in the 77.
I think the 15th, yeah, the 15th's back on track.
Yeah, but also in turn 1. So
Damn,
he's
wow.
almost a full lap down already.
Dylan Young's smoke is still coming. Yeah, this is going to be a treacherous spot.
As
Oh,
someone's
something
off. That was Allie Nelson in the 40. Looks
the
like.
Wolfville Nelson.
Matt Dixon put a couple wheels off there as well.
Yeah, Dixon's first time at this track is, remember, this was original Cup, and Red Bull didn't run this. Well, 84 Red Bull didn't run this track last year.
As Rob Evans also trying to make a move now. It's going to be hard to tell who was in what spot because of constant position changes.
Yeah, so the 77, the 2-car row won at Muscat last year. I guess Williams running that car from last year.
Maybe.
Yeah, I like that turn right there. Most interesting left right handers I've ever seen at this track.
Sam Young won here last year. Also, Johnny Gardner in the 06 got a 5th here, so they might be running that car. Also, that was Johnny's best career finish, but he's in the next duel.
Yeah, it could be that one too. Who knows? Sam Young trying to look for a way around the
Whoa.
one of Delon Ebrahimian. Cole Deaver went a little bit wide. It keeps on course.
That's a little hill right there, by the way.
And it is expected that they will have to make one pit stop in this race, so the timing of it could be important.
Hopefully no one hits the pit wall. 33 is trying to get the draft here.
Draft better.
As at the line, Nelson scored in 20th. Oh, there goes Cole!
Don't lose.
And off track was the 46. As Jack James, new scheme there for the 28 again, going with Knight Rider, promoting that film.
That might be looking like 9 straight. But you know, Austin's battling Brett Molo for the championship at least.
As well, we'll have to wait and see where the 46 now is actually scored. Trying to battle with the 28.
Brett Momo leads Austin by 4 points in that championship. There is a tight battle for that for sure. Robert Pollard on the grass.
Yeah, it was last scored 26. Not going to be able to fend off for that. And now actually going to lose a spot maybe to the 21 of Shelton.
Turn 1's going to be a trouble spot in the race because that's an easy spot where if you overdrive it, you can spin like Austin was mentioned. A lot of difficult corner entering there.
Robert able to hang on to it.
Tim Randolph had a good run here last year.
Oh.
Somebody's off.
Might have been the 99 of Will Hoyt.
We saw some wrecks. Chris Washer wrecked at this part of the track last year. Oh God, that's gonna be interesting.
Matt Duncan's on pit lane in the 6th. That's an early pit stop there on lap 4.
There could be some strategy right there. New tires could mean something. I don't know what, but we'll see. Oh my God, they're getting loose here. Oh my God, what line are we running here?
It's debatable. Nelson gonna have to fend off from the one of Ebrahimian. At the line, Rob Evans was listed in the transfer spot.
Well, the 96 is 9, so one way for Austin to take the points lead if Mo makes the race, obviously.
As Rob Evans now passes the 70 of Matt Dixon, so move the 70 back to the transfer spot now.
Chris Wilson in the back there, he's in danger of Provo land, so that's not where he wants to be.
Well, I mean, worst case scenario is he ends up getting in on points, so.
Yeah, that's true.
He is already locked in through that.
Yeah, the one car is, he's an 18th. He made this race last year, so he's up there. Sam Young trying not to become a winner / DNQ in the 2 years.
Yeah, that would be an interesting combo. Currently runs in 19th, I believe. Yep. Because Nelson's fallen back all the way to 20th.
I hope the 42 is juicy fruit.
You're hoping it isn't, or that it is?
Isn't.
Is coming around this time. I don't expect anyone to have to be pitting. Doesn't look like at least of the leaders.
Matt Duncan might have got some damage. They lapped the 15.
Yep. And it is a decent gap there, although it is still 1 second between the 24 and the 77. Trouble!
God.
Brett Moma goes off.
There goes Austin's point lead chance.
Oh, Sam Young as well.
Man, it looks like when the tires start wearing, that corner is crap, and somebody's off up here too.
That might have been Henry Williams in the 18 that was off course. Goes off again.
Eastbound down. Oh wait.
Wrong song.
Pretty much defined that number's year this year, 2020.
Yeah. Oh God.
As Dixon able to fend off from Delon Ebrahimian. Well,
like
she's back there a little bit. She's lost a couple spots. Chris Wilson made a peek on Nelson, couldn't make anything of it.
Austin, you were saying something?
Nope.
Oh.
Sorry if I interrupted you on that.
Jack. Here comes Amy Shelley in the 78. Looks like she has a logo on the wing right there, so that's good.
Helps you figure out which one it is. Gene Sanford currently trying to get past the 21. That would be for 25th. Not able to do so.
We found out the 44 is actually running just like real life MWR at this time. Well, Dylan Young takes the lead.
Dylan Young got the lead away from the 77, so we've had an on-track lead change.
What are we, NBC here?
Apparently. Skycom is still third.
That's what it says on the ticker.
Yeah,
Jeffrey White, Henry Sanford battle for 4th going on.
Yep, Jeffrey gets a little loose. It looks like the tires are going, and when the tires start going, it's not going to pan out too well.
As
16th off.
Well, no, kept all 4 wheels on the track, but Henry Sanford is going to get the spot away from the 16.
Yeah, not surprised.
Couldn't quite make that corner work.
Yeah, I'm not surprised about Rob Evans. He made Road America. He crashed in that race, actually, too. And I believe he made Sonoma. Yeah, he made Sonoma, too. So, and he made Motorsport. So he's pretty good at the road courses.
Currently, last scored in 17th now was the one of Delon Ebrahimian.
And nice also to see Jack Halleck in 11th. He's only made 1 race in the last 10 races. So he's on the little woeful stretch. There he is right there.
He didn't even get to attempt that or get to run in that race either.
Nope, and he got a concussion at Thornton, but was able to recover to run the next week.
As Kira Arendt currently in 10th, trying to look for a way maybe around the 60 of Tim Randolph, or at least an opening to get around the 60.
I think that's the first ever lead change in any series. No, I don't think that's correct for this. No, besides green flag pit stops.
True. As Arendt all over the back bumper right now of that 60. Well, Carling's back, actually.
38 missed this race last year, so not doing pretty good to ensure himself in the field, but we got to watch out for turn 1.
Well, right now Skycoms is in his own little zip code, at least a little bit. Starting to catch the 77.
Well, the 77 is nice right now if we look at the ticker.
Had a nice interval, shall we say.
Yeah, nice.
Stephen Paulo third, lost a little bit of time there to the 16, and has Mary Shelley starting to close in on him.
Hey, Charles, it's better than the Max Anderson last week.
True.
Well, wait, who's got the fastest lap? I thought is that the...
It says Dylan Young.
Oh, no. Yeah, okay. I just
1
want to
minute
make sure.
27.422.
Yep, so it looks like the 6 was trying some strategy or something. I don't know. He's a little far back.
It's hard to tell. Currently is 26.5 seconds back.
The 46 spun again because he was up to 20th at one point, and he's dropped to 28th.
Well, the 6 ran a 128.3. Dylan Young ran a 128.1.
Dylan is a 2-time winner in the series, or 3?
I think it's more than that. He's a 2-time winner just in 1 season. As look at the 44 around the. That's going around the outside.
Big move right there. Dylan is actually a 3-time winner. His last one was at season 5 Riverside.
As unfortunately though, McDowell couldn't quite make the move stick on the 47. Had to lift. 15 is off the pace though. You can see it.
Yeah, he won season 2 Atlanta and New Hampshire, and only won 1 race in season 2, so it's been a little woeful for Dylan. Oh my God, what lines are we running here?
As 46 into the grass, someone else as well. Might have been Nelson.
The 46 that had dreadful
Was some
race.
handsomer to you?
Huh?
Okay, you didn't get that joke, did you?
I didn't hear it.
He said, at least I'm handsomer than you.
Oh. As McDowell now going to split the 15.
Brett Moma's gone off. He was in the transfer. Oh, yeah, he did. We saw that.
Yeah, we saw him go off.
Yeah, interesting set of corners
Whoa!
here. Oh, what a move. Oh, God, what are you doing?
Okay.
And McDowell.
That's how to get a car wrecked.
That's why he misses all these races.
As
Sam Young pitted.
yeah, I would imagine.
So, looks like this. Now we
Rowe
saw
coming back at the 33 now.
So you ain't getting by me, old man.
I mean, the car's off the pace anyway, so it doesn't really matter what he tries to do.
The 78 almost won here last year, not doing too hot right now.
Gene Sanford got a spot away from the 28.
And nobody's on pit
No one's
road
on pit
in the
road
front.
yet. I would mix. Well, I was expecting him to pit. We'll have to wait and see what happens.
Yeah.
In the transfer spot currently is Jesse Turner in the 41.
Yeah, that's
Oh,
good for Turner.
Tim
60,
Randolph's on pit lane.
Yep. Turner hasn't made too many races this year. All three Ganassi cars, I don't think have made a race this year together.
I think that's correct. Aaron Thade with a slow exit off of the. I think that's turn 5.
Alex's best career finish was 6th a couple weeks ago in South Boston, so he's trying to improve on that.
As Aaron Thade now completes that, or falls back to 10th, looking for a way maybe to get back to the back bumper, not able to make that work.
Yeah. Jackie Tangen here, he was 8th in points at one point, just showing how bad his season's gone so far. Henry Williams here.
Henry Williams scored in 12th. Comes into this one. They are starting to make their way up the points, actually. I think they're top 20.
All three Gibbs drivers have not made a career start at this track. Brock missed last year, so they don't really have much experience going into this week.
Well, not on the team, but I think this particular team, I think JGR as a team made it.
Well, that's Dart.
As 70, 37, 27 on pit lane, as is the 08, 99, 7, 16, 38, 77, and 24.
Yeah, gonna watch a little bit
So,
before we start.
Stephen Paul III through this is now in the race lead.
Well, we've seen people stay out many laps in the race last year.
Tang is second, Henry Williams third, Rob Evans fourth.
Yep.
Do we have you back?
Yeah, I'm back.
Robert Pollard is fifth, Chris Wilson sixth, Jack James is seventh, Brett Moma eighth, Cole Deaver is ninth, Jessica Shelton now is in 10th, Amy Shelley's 11th, Austin LaPlane's 12th through all this. Matt Duncan's up to 13th.
And he's ahead of Dylan.
He's ahead of the 24. What a move by the 6 team.
But can he make it to the end?
I would expect him to.
That was genius.
That was a great strategy call there by that team.
Well, the Woeful 6 did something.
As now, what does that mean, though, for the 84 team, who's already stayed out an extra lap beyond the 24?
Well, like I said before I fell out, Isaac Flickinger made it 3 extra laps and pitted on the white flag last year, so who could stretch it? And we're going to have to watch this part because we saw Chris Washer get dumped into pit road last year.
Well, the 84 is not going to be able to make it.
50 is not going. Yeah, he's going to have to try.
Well, 50 will pit. It looks like everyone else will pit this time around.
And Robert Pollard does. Chris Wilson does.
Yep.
Jack James,
Everyone else is pitting.
Not Joe.
Oh, Shelton with an interesting move to get to pit lane as
How about Matt Duncan?
Matt Duncan might have just won this duel race on pit strategy.
That was the
I'm not betting against him.
Well, he's currently in 5th.
Or for him.
And he is the race leader now, as Dylan Young now tries to navigate past the 15.
That was some beautiful. That is just amazing how that worked. I don't know if he's going to pit again because he pitted on lap. Well, it should be because he pitted on lap 4.
And I think the pit window is around 11 to 14. Obviously, they pit lap 9, I think.
Yeah, Duncan comes in here.
If it works, it's a brilliant strategy call.
Yeah, he's 24 points behind MoMA in the championship over there. So he just won the race.
Flickinger.
Oh, God, he got loose. Flickinger got loose at Rowe.
Rowe is currently still a lap down in 31st, so he's not going to advance in. So he's going to have to hope his points are good enough. They should be. Oh!
Yeah. Oh, what the hell?
He blocks the 77. That's allowing Sky Commons to come up here and get into this battle.
Yeah, that virtual middle finger is up.
Well, it was. Sky Commons couldn't quite take advantage of it, though.
Let's see if the 6 pits this lap, or if he's still out there hauling around.
Well, he stays out there, so it'll be 3 to go this time by for the 6 of Matt Duncan. It looks like it should be about a 5-second lead to the pole sitter of the duel, Dylan Young.
Yep. Yep, there it comes.
The 6 officially is the leader. 24 is 5.5 seconds back. 15's on pit lane again.
Well, that's good.
And looking through this, I'll just show you the field basically. So 38 is now in 4th, 16, 84, 7, 99 looks to be a close battle on track. 66 and 08, 18, the 50 and 27 are battling for 12th.
Whoa.
Oh, Aaron Thay got sideways off turn 2.
That's an understatement, Charles.
Turn 3 or something. I don't know my turn numbers for this track entirely. Was scored 15th. Ebrahimian is 16th. And Ali Nelson right now holds the final transfer spot.
Yeah, so Pollard, what the hell happened to the 84?
He's in 6th.
Oh, wow. That never mind. Keep going.
That's definitely not getting edited out. So notable drivers on the outside looking in right now. Chris Wilson's in 18th. Jesse Turner's in 20th. Gene Sanford is in 22nd as Jack Halleck now tries to make a move on Jackie Tang for 12th.
So Ali Nelson, if she can make it, should be, well, obviously it's not Gene Sanford's record, but she's one start behind Tom Shelley if she can make it.
Oh, Halleck had to lift.
Yeah, he lifted big time. Matt Dixon's about to run him over.
Oh,
Matt
and
Dixon
then
had to lift.
Dixon had to lift, and Aaron Thay nearly ran him over.
Everybody's running each other over here, I guess. So here we go, down to 2 to go.
As also on the outside looking in, Shelton, who has a win this season. Amy Shelley's on the outside looking in again.
Six,
Oh,
Yeah, that's an L.
And I knew it.
it didn't quite work. And now Matt Dunk. Well, that's going to promote Chris Wilson into the transfer spot.
That is exactly. That's
So
kind
through all of this, Matt Duncan still has a shot at this. He's only one spot out. He's in 18th.
Yeah, if somebody spins off the course, he's got it.
As Ebrahimian trying to look for a way back by the 40 of Ali Nelson, who got by him.
Yep, Rob Evans is falling out. That's an F for the 09 team. They were 9th at one point.
As
Ali
Nelson goes a little bit wide.
Okay.
Couldn't quite hang it in there, though. That's going to allow Wilson to try and close in a little bit.
Yep.
And what can Matt Duncan do?
He's been in this spot before. We've seen it at Charlotte. I believe another track too, where he just got so close, and it was against the 12, I believe.
It was Charlotte with the 12. Yeah, I don't know what any other track you would have seen it happen at. As we're on the white flag lap, props for Mary Shelley.
Oh, in the wall.
So Mary Shelley with engine problems for the 08 on the final lap, and that's going to promote the 6 in.
No, wait, is she going to cause a wreck?
Well, that might be it too.
I don't think so.
Well, she's off in the dirt, so if she causes a wreck, it's not going to be amongst the leaders. That puts Matt Duncan down into the transfer spot. Car off up here.
Wait a minute. 60.
Tim Randolph's blown up.
What's going on?
That's
Who's
going to
in the
put Jesse
transfer-
Turner into the transfer spot now.
What? I've never seen 2 engine failures in one lap. What, did we have a third?
We might. I don't know if Dylan Young's going to... I think Dylan Young needs to keep the car just in one piece now.
He's keeping it in 4th gear.
As a very weird ending to the duel race here, for Duel 1 at least.
And that is not what some of these drivers want to see, because those guys are high in the points.
Well, Randolph isn't entirely. I mean, the 08 is, because that's going to be the first time that the 08 has to fall back on a Provo.
Yeah.
As off the final turn, Dylan Young is going to win Duel 1 here at Barber.
Made a pass on William Flickinger, just held him off, and who makes the field? Anybody else blow
So
up?
the 16 drivers who raced their way in are William Flickinger, Sky Commons, Jeffrey White, Stephen Paul III, Henry Sanford, Tristan Wilhoit, Henry Williams, Jackie Tang, Jack Halleck, Matt Dixon, Kira Arenthade, Ali Nelson, Delon Ebrahimian, Chris Wilson, Matt Duncan, and Jesse Turner.
Yep. So 09 is going to the house. Obviously, Jack James going to the house. 44, 75, 96,
75,
obviously.
96 probably.
78 maybe. We'll see. 33 definitely. 46 yes. 9 straight. 34 probably.
15's
15
gonna
no.
have to see if their points are good enough. And the 08 still trying to coast around. I guess the 60 must have come to a stop somewhere.
Oh yeah, Mary Shelley's still got her foot in it.
Well, so we'll have to wait and see what happens there. But we know who's already in from this one. We'll, while Mary Shelley works her way back around, shouldn't be too much track cleanup there before Duel 2 because both cars got off the track quickly enough.
Yeah.
With that said, though, we'll take a short break here and then bring you back for Duel 2. And we are back for Duel 2. Show you a little bit of the starting grid here before we get rolling. James Qualls is on the front row. Is Isaac Flickinger, who grabs the pole for Duel 2 and will lead the field down on Sunday for the race here at Barber Motorsports Park with the fastest of the 2 pole times. Seth Cole and Johnny Gardner are row 2 with William Brock, Max Anderson, row 3. Alge Baranowskis, Peter Onjek, row 4. Kyle Matthews and Ryan George make up row 5. Wow. I was going for I had 2 things in mind and I combined them together. That is exactly what happened.
Well, if Isaac brought that Most Sport car here, rip field, rip race, you're gonna have to just tune into something else because he was dominant at Most Sport.
As the command has been given.
Whoops.
Let's hope I don't fall asleep.
Issues for the 5!
Well, you know what? Seth Cole's like, Johnny's gonna wreck me anyways.
Now let's hope I do fall asleep.
Oh, that you hate to see it. So issues for Seth Cole already. I'd assume because of the nature of that's got to be a flat tire or a battery issue, maybe. I don't know.
Well, he's taking an interesting line around the corner to say.
Well, because I'm sure he's just trying to stay off track and make sure to get the pit lane without issues.
Yeah, that's a tough break.
Seth, I think that's 29th in points if they came into this one. Either that or 30th.
Yeah, that's a tough break. Oh, well, okay. Well, I don't know what's going on here.
He's just taking a line to be able to get to pit lane.
Yeah, he's coming down there. Tough break for Seth. He comes in this race after 2 straight DNQs, bringing down the 5 car.
So that will leave us with 30 cars to take the green flag. And hey, that moves the 05 up a row.
He ain't gonna do anything though. See how he comes waiting for the green flag here.
Yeah. Maybe that'll get moved up before Sunday. Who knows?
As
Isaac Flickinger leads the field down, and Duel 2 is green.
You know, Boston is starting like the last 3 weeks. We've seen him on the front row, but at least he made the green, unlike Ontario. Oh,
true.
He punted.
Gardner goes a little bit wide. They keep it on track, at least up here.
Staggered 3 wide as the 8 car was flies.
That's JT Bryant, last week's winner, who gets a couple tires off on the grass.
Everybody looks like they're still straight back there. Nobody turned, so here we go.
Logan York looking around the outside. JT dived it in there on the 48, but couldn't quite make the move stick.
Yeah, Kyle won here in the Hooters series last year, so definitely liking this track right here. Actually, both Hendrick drivers have a win at this track in other series, so, you know, it could be a good day for Hendrick besides Seth Cole.
Yeah. As looking back, Seth Cole already getting back on track now.
Scoreline a little bit wide there.
As
Chris Louvier's on a long
just noticing, 3 out of the 4 Hendrick cars were in this duel.
Yeah, Hendrick's been pretty. Well, Hendrick is rivaling the Roush of 06, it looks like, so.
As looks like Bill Bragg Jr. trying to battle with Raphael Leduc. Couldn't quite make it work yet. Still there, though.
Comes the Wolf Petty boys over here, the Petty Enterprises have had a. Well, it's a good thing it's the last year for Petty. That's all I'll say.
3 wide with Keiderman, Pollard, and Zorline.
Oh, there goes Jack Alex.
Somehow that worked. Zorline now still battling with the 13. Max Anderson got to the race lead.
I'll make sure I change the 13 to Howell.
Wait, what?
Oh God!
Hold up. Anderson? How?
Yeah, it's a good car, I guess.
Where did he start?
Don't know, but he's
Hold
got
up.
a good car.
Where did Anderson started 5th?
Anderson's on rails. He finished 17th here last year, I guess.
As Time Pollard went wide, apparently.
Now, you got to remember, the 78 team almost won here last year, so it's not really surprised to see him doing this well.
I just wasn't expecting to see someone get from 5th to 1st on the opening lap.
Well, well, Johnny Gardner has no teammates to wreck. He's in 4th right now.
Well, he has no teammates in front of him to wreck.
Seriously, William Brock, he missed this race, and this race caused an 8 straight DNQ streak, so trying to make this one for sure.
Well, and he's trying to snap a 2-race DNQ streak right now, so...
Seriously.
Gardner up on the rumble strip off the turn.
We have 3 Gibbs cars in this duel. Henry Williams is the only one besides that in the other one.
True. As Isaac Flickinger trying to make a move on James Qualls, couldn't quite make it stick around the outside. Now he's going to make it to the inside.
James is a pretty good road. He won in Sonoma last year in the 11 car, so he definitely got some good roadcast savvy to him.
As both of them sideways, Gardner goes a little bit wide, keeps all 4 tires on the course for now. Meanwhile, Flickinger trying to take a spot back away from the 26.
Oh, that's an interesting line.
Especially considering Isaac Flickinger has nothing to gain from making this pass.
All for pride. That's all it is. Oh, God.
Qualls up on the curb, going to lose 2 spots out of that. Ryan George also losing a spot, I think.
And knowing Johnny's history this year, James Qualls took extra out of the gas right there.
So Qualls back to 4th. Gardner now up to 3rd. Here comes Qualls back at the 25, though.
Yeah, so Anderson, his last 3 races have been 34th and 232nd, so this is a much-needed shot in the arm for Anderson so far.
Or at least definitely needs to have a solid run today. Or this weekend.
So, let's see if Charles will get this. So, all the winners at Barber have been a Hendrick-affiliated driver in the past in this series. So, it looks like a Hendrick driver who's ran in the past or the current might win this race.
So you're meaning just in any series?
No, in this series.
Well, we've only ran here once, right?
Oh, I mean like all 3. Yeah, I'm sorry.
Because I know what you're meaning. Like Sam Young drove the 5 at one point.
Yep.
Kyle currently drives the 48. As William Brock has been passed by Baranowskis for 5th.
Yep. They get a little loose. Their 20 car trying to do the crossover on his own teammate.
As that time around, the transfer spot was apparently the 82 of Steve Pollard. On the outside looking in, though, was the 66 of Mark George.
As I'm already penciling the 13 for Jack Halleck, the DNQ race.
Oh, 66 gone off, apparently.
He's still off.
As problems also for the 8 of Ozcon. There's damage to the left side of the Steakum Chevrolet.
Yep, that's our first off we've seen in this race. We saw last year 2 incidents in the Cup race.
And so Ozcon running into issues, as well as the 66 of Mark George.
You ain't seeing double, by the way.
No. William Duncan has fallen behind the 05. That's something.
That's 83 cars. That's not good.
As Braddock also trying to catch the 88 of Zorline, it looks like. Adam Flickinger trying to not have to use a Provo as he battles with Pretty Shaw.
Yeah, the 12 really need... Isn't he down to his final one?
No, he's got 2 again because he gained 1 back for... Because last week was the 18th race. Everyone top 42 gained an extra Provo back.
Yeah, he's going to run out. If he doesn't do it, he's going to run out, what, after Indy? What's races after Indy?
I don't know right offhand without looking at it. As
Darlington.
Braddock gets the round... Ozcon on pit lane, so that's...
Yeah.
Apparently damaged too much there as Zorline gets passed by Braddock.
So we could see the 12 miss Darlington if they don't get into this race.
Oh, thank you, yeah. Currently, the transfer spot was being held by Brian Hart.
Well,
big off by
off.
someone.
Ryan George around the outside of Baranowskis will do it.
Yep, and that's going to allow Peter Onjek to also claim a spot there.
The 07, yeah.
A lot more
Onjek.
action in this duel, apparently.
You know, that's how it always happens. On Jack, am I cutting out?
No, you're good.
Okay, On Jack won at Las Vegas, but has been a struggle since then.
Currently now up to the 6th position, I think.
2 out of the 5 starts for Louvier this year has been at road course. He's in 20th. He needs 3 more spots to get in.
Gardner has gone up to second spot in all of this.
Look at Johnny go. Johnny got his best career finish of his career here last year at a 5th, so good track for Johnny.
As Isaac Flickinger now going to try and make that move again, trying to get second back away from the 25. Will do so.
Whoa, what a checkup.
That was a pass and a half.
Yeah.
So
And
on Jack's
Brock
on track.
is then back in 5th. Is George now 6th. On Jack 7th. Kyle Matthews is 8th. JT Bryan is 9th. And Baranowskis in 10th.
And who goes? We saw at this point of the lap, we see somebody go off.
Oh,
Looks like somebody-
JT goes a little bit wide or sideways all over the place off turn 1.
We're gonna have a juicy fruit and a big red car in the race. That's interesting.
As JT
Oh,
goes
JT.
wide, so did Logan York.
Logan York. Anybody else at the bottom of the sheet go off?
It's
No.
hard to tell.
Yeah, it doesn't look. William Duncan's back there. That's bad. He got the last spot in on Rogo, I believe, last
Yeah,
weekend.
he was last car in on points last week.
Yeah, the 83 is definitely going to be going. Well, he might be able to have a shot.
Now, I will say this, the 31 did get around the 05, which is an important spot to have gone at least.
Yeah, maybe the 05's so slow he could stay on track and make it to the end.
Maybe. They tried to go with the road course specialist this week with Will Lewis behind the wheel, but obviously not looking like that's going to pay off as well.
Obviously, we're going to see Charles back in the 05 car next weekend for the 200th race at Indy.
Well, we'll see him back at the track if in some capacity.
Well, you'll be driving. It'd be disappointing if you didn't run the 200th race. Well, you're going to DNQ anyways, but...
As Derek Hamill gonna make a move, contact with the O2 as he goes on by.
God, Derek Hamill's taking no crap. He just want to run that 44 again.
That was a move for 10th, I think.
Yep. There's nobody pitting so far as we're halfway
Oh,
home.
sorry, that was for 12th actually. As I thought I saw some damage there or something. I could be seeing things, obviously.
Yeah, you do most of the time, Charles. Anderson has just gapped the field.
Yeah. Oh, problems for
Oh,
Jonathan
God.
Zorline.
Yeah,
At
that's...
least it didn't hit the tires.
And he
And
very
Mark George
close.
now has caught the 05.
well, what Charles is hoping is a gigantic wreck if the 05 gets in. Here comes Keidemann around the outside.
Of Rafael Leduc, who's going to now lose a spot also to the 83.
Yeah, Duncan moving
There's
up
damage
here.
to the rear end of the 66.
Well, he must have spun, or he got into the wreck with the 8 car, it looks like.
So, might be a connection between the 66 and the 8, yeah.
Sabet Ozkan has had a horrible season, to say the least. If we look at the DNQ points, Sabet had his best finish in 12 starts to the 9th. It's been absolutely dreadful for Sabet.
Hold on, we'll be right back. Back to the racing here as Ryan George gets a little sideways off turn number 1. That might open the door for Brock as George is trying to get the 4th spot away from James Qualls.
Yep, as my comments got cut out there, as Qualls is coming here, and there we go.
Well, no issues there for him because there's no one on his outside at least.
12 cars trying to battle the 55 for the transfer spot. Kenny Momo is 10th, and that is not where people high in the points want to see.
Well, so he's not battling him, but he's trying to chase him down for the transfer spot.
Yeah,
I'm sure Zach Rogers. Well, Zach's actually currently in the race, so it's not really going to be a big issue for him.
Well, if you want to think of a stat like this, the 43 car has missed 31 out of the last 52 races. Absolutely dreadful for this team.
And currently on the outside looking in of another one.
Whoever picks this car this year, just get ready to be in the DNQ series.
As Kenny Momo has fallen to 16th, I think. I think it's fallen.
Hey, we'll see the 46
I think
and
we got
96
someone
picture.
pitting up here.
Yeah, it looks like pit stop's trying to start right here.
Oh,
and
Steve Pollard
Oh,
is.
good lord.
There was
I
some
know, that's
skid
gonna
marks
come
back there.
Yeah, we're gonna have to check that on our side-by-side.
Looks like Anderson still leads. Marcus Ambrose made an early pit stop.
Also, going up the front stretch, it looks like, Charles, you need to get that the Monster Energy update for your game.
Steve Pollard, well, we're not worried about that.
At least the Sprint Cup one.
As I mean, truth be told, why would I be worried about that one when we're the Coke Vanilla Cup Series?
with our sprint phones, right?
What is Sprint now?
Well, it's a lawsuit. That's what it is.
Oh.
Meanwhile, with the pit stops now, Adam Flickinger has moved up to 17th. I think actually the transfer spot currently is being held by Pretty Shaw, though. Keiderman was on pit lane as well.
Yeah, I mean, 2 cars catching the 87 a little bit.
Yeah, he is. He's not run the quickest lap of the race. That goes to Baranowskis and Keiderman in second with the second quickest lap.
Yeah, Keiderman hopefully brings that to the 27 car. It looks like.
Well, to be fair, it's now pit strategy, so we'll have to wait and see what happens there. And we know he can make it.
Yep,
Anderson, Isaac Flickinger pitting this time.
John Gardner, James Qualls, Ryan George.
Peter Onjak will stay out an extra lap, as well as Kyle Matthews. Brock Pitts, JT Bryant will stay out.
Both times we've seen 7th.
Go ahead.
I said both times 7th place on the track pitted on the last two duels with Pollard and now Onjak. So that's interesting to note right there.
Well, so Onjak now leads over Kyle Matthews. JT Bryant is 3rd. Logan York is 4th. Zach Rogers currently runs 5th. Pretty Shaw 6th. Louvier 7th. Braddock is 8th. Time Pollard 9th. LeDuc now is 10th. Mark George is 11th right now. Will Lewis is 12th. As coming off pit lane there's Max Anderson, Isaac Flickinger.
You know what? Also, Max Anderson won Road America, so this isn't really a big surprise, to be honest with you.
No, it's not a shock that he's running well at a road course.
Yeah.
As there comes the 82 on pit exit. Important for him to get around the 00.
Yeah, Brett Momo won a Finion, and that's the only 3 road courses we've had this year.
William Duncan won Thornton.
Yeah, well, I always forget Thornton. That's more of an SS/road course.
I mean, it's a road course by definition. And
05 stayed out.
Yeah, I mentioned that. I said who all stayed out. It's not going to help Ozcon. I think he's still even off the pace beyond just the damage, so.
Yeah, he'll be in the DNQ races. The 07's going to pit.
I would expect, based on Duel 1, I would expect everyone else to pit this time.
Exactly.
Watch the 05 stay out.
That would be something. Nope.
No.
So that should hand the lead over to Max Anderson.
Now this is interesting. These the 2's locked in, but if they get to that 87, that's going to be interesting.
Yeah, I don't see the point of getting into the 87 if he does catch him. As Gardner and Ryan George looking for a battle for 3rd right now. And we know that they at least took some tires.
Yep. You need tires, you idiot. Here he comes. Nobody.
Oh, there's Kyle. He's going to jump to 49.
There has to be somebody ahead of him. Yeah, this is Onjak.
Onjak up to 3rd through all of this.
Yeah, I realize. Yeah, the
great pit strategy on the overcut there for the 07.
That was a great move. RCR's got some good. I guess Fitzbar is giving some pep talks for all the cars to make the race besides Cole Deaver.
True. Fitzy now up there as well. Is there damage on the left side of that 29?
That doesn't look like it. If it is, it's not affecting.
The left side pans. No, that's the right side.
Yeah. Well, he's going to lose the spot here to Steve.
Yep, Steve has missed a bunch of races. He's trying to
it's
make.
Hard to tell. The paint scheme makes it look a little bit weird.
Yeah, no, there is
some slight damage.
Nothing concerning.
Here comes Baranowskis in the 11.
Yep. In the ground scheme, not the express.
As making a move to driver's right on the 82.
Yep, just lift Steve, or just let her get to your inside.
Well, Steve makes the move work for him for now. This could be the battle for the transfer spot right now as well.
I think it's the 00, but I think I'm wrong.
I think it's still sorting itself out.
Nope, it's not the 00.
Oh, it's not even close.
Farther.
Well, no.
Somebody's off.
Steve Pollard went a little bit wide.
I don't know who went off, but...
No clue.
We'll see on the side-by-side, probably.
Steve
God.
Pollard still side-by-side with Baranowskis.
Hey, Chris Louvier undertook it to the field. He's up to 16th.
Yeah. Currently, the transfer spot is the 55 of Brian Hart. Steve Pollard going to lose a couple spots.
Yeah, the 12 is
And
still
Adam
18th.
Flickinger's still on the outside looking in.
Now, the 10, the 43, and the 55, and the 01 are not cars that people high in the points want to see up there.
It's ironic how many times that 12 has been like 16th, 17th, or 18th in a duel this season.
Seriously, they've been like consistently there all year. Zach Rogers is 20th. He's a little high up there. He's a little bit. Yeah, he's actually high up there. Sorry.
Well, and he's also got a winner's row and the easy enough chance to get in on points right now.
Now, who fell out? Because the 43 was 20th before stops.
Good question.
Time gained a lot. Keidemann gained. Logan York.
Logan York lost a little bit. The 05 pit crew was as expected.
Seth Cole, tough break for Seth. As the 2 cars, he's still catching him. This is going to be interesting.
Yeah, he's closing in a little bit. Not by much.
Now,
As the battle between the 2 Hendrick teammates, this is for 4th.
Oh, God. This is the battle. Everybody, this is what Adam Flickinger wants to see.
Yeah, I mean, remember, it's not out of the realm of possibility because Gardner actually got into the 48 earlier this season to prevent the 48 from making a race. So
That's true.
Maybe turnaround's fair play.
And that was Sonoma, so. I mean, Infineon, sorry. No, wait, no.
No, that was Atlanta where he passed him to do it.
It was Atlanta, and then they had a wreck.
And then he
at
turned him
Motorsport.
in another one. James Qualls looking like he's going to try and make a move on the 49. He's trying to set up Ryan George right now.
The real question is who blows up?
Let's hope no one.
26 trying to. Oh, nice block.
Couldn't quite make a move on the 49 yet.
Let's see, here we go. 26 trying to come down.
He's got it set up. There he is. He's going to be there, and it should be move done. Yes, it will be.
Yeah, here he comes.
And now Kyle looking for a way around as Gardner tries to catch up to the 07.
All right, we're on the last lap.
We have the whites.
Yep,
And I'm
white
still
flag
late.
is out.
And
With
battle
Duke
here, that
Marcus
doesn't mean
Ambrose
nothing.
battling for 23rd.
Looks like we're gonna have one
Yeah,
sub
but who
driver.
cares?
It's not a move that really matters, no.
Somebody's off.
Might have been
55.
Ryan George. Could have been William Brock as well.
Well, the 55, 12 moves to 17. Somebody went off.
Well, the 11's trying to get around the 55.
All right, so all this
Could have been Pretty
wrecked?
Shaw.
I don't
As
remember, but
Adam
this is the
Flickinger is
fourth
going to make a move on the 55 as well.
So the transfer is the. I don't know.
It looks like the transfer should be the 55.
Yeah, Braddock trying to hunt down. I don't know who fell out, but somebody was. Man, we're really slow today.
It's hard to
I don't
tell.
know. Oh, who's below the 5? That's how we can tell.
Oh,
31.
Duncan!
Duncan wrecked. Big wreck.
Oh, you hate to see it. As Braddock now trying to find a way around the 55. Got
Adam
one
Flickinger's
final
open.
corner.
Yep. 17 could do it. He's got to dive bomb it.
He's not close enough. That one's not even going to make it matter either. As
the
not going to
check
get
was
there. It
already
looks
late.
like Brian Hart's going to be able to do it. Max Anderson wins Duel 2.
Oh, Kyle Matthews lost 2 spots in the last lap.
And indeed, Brian Hart takes home the final transfer spot.
Yep, good job by him. The
And if it was just
17's
one extra lap, Braddock would have had him.
Yeah, 17's going to the house for sure. It looks like the 01 might. On Jack, that's going to be a move. Knoxville with time call. Keidemann's going to the 27. That's confirmed. Will Lewis to the house for sure.
So the drivers that raced their way in, Max Anderson, Peter Onjak, Johnny Gardner, James Qualls, Ryan George, JT Bryant, Zachary Fitzwater, Kyle Matthews, Derek Hamill, Steve Pollard, William Brock, Kenny Moma, Chris Louvier, Algebranouskas, Adam Flickinger, and Brian Hart.
Here's a stat. This is the first time in 19 races that Louvier's made back-to-back starts.
It's the first time since last season.
Yeah.
With that, gentlemen, your final thoughts on this one?
It was definitely interesting. We'll see on the side-by-side out of Duncan. A lot of high guys were going to be saved by a lot of lower cars having a bad run. Looks like the race is going to be pretty good. Anderson and Flickinger had a good battle. There's a few more laps. We'll see how that plays out. Gardner didn't wreck anybody. I believe the Cup race is going to be like 30-something laps. So either I'm going to fall asleep or I'm going to see some pit strategy finish.
Oh, we'll have some pit strategy definitely working.
Yeah, Steve Pollock got on 11, so they finally making a race. Chris Louvier, shout out to the Wolf 43. Adam Flickinger is not going to miss Darlington now, so good for them. Braddock with the heartbreak right there. Keiderman's going to the 27. Marcus Ambrose missed another road course race. How ironic that Marcus Ambrose is crap at road courses in this game. Rafael Leduc is 24.
Despite that being the best stat, too.
Yeah, Will Lewis is 27. So I'm ready to see some spins, a lot of pit strategy. How about you, Austin? What's your final thoughts?
I need some coffee. That's all I could say. To be honest, I find it a little lackluster. But honestly, only the crazy thing is turn 1. You see how those cars really get sideways, and I'm ready to see probably like more than one spin at least.
Hey,
quiet. Let me finish. Pretty much proves how cranky I am. But yeah, it's Barber. I'm not sure what else to expect. But it's mainly only good for IndyCar races.
Hell, last year there was no crashes. You should probably this track was just a straight line. There was nothing curved or gay about this. They were just straight. Nobody.
No. Just
okay, that just got us flagged in the
time.
community. Okay, thanks. Oh. Congrats to, so moving on from that, congrats to Max Anderson and Dylan Young on winning their respective duels. I'd like to thank you guys for watching. Leave a like if you enjoyed. Leave a comment down below if you didn't watch the premiere with us. Or leave a comment down there if you just want to say something. Sure.
Say something to me.
We'll say something about how his commentary is. Sure.
Wow.
Well, we know how it is. Either way, subscribe if you haven't today for more gaming and racing related content. I'm Gordon Fan 291 for Austin LaPlante and Stephen Paul III. You've been watching a production of the NRSL. We'll see you guys next time.
See you on Sunday.
Crimson decaf.